Going on, folks? You already know what time it is. It's time for the No Filter Talk Show Live. I'm your boy, Farrell Azar.
I'm your co-host, Andre Scott. I'll be right back.
Hey, what kind of shit is that? And, this nigga just, I'll be right.
The, the light was
Let
about
me, you're
the
now
light was about
tuned
to
in to
fall
No
over.
Filter Talk Show Live, ladies and gentlemen. This nigga.
I got new lights and they were starting to tilt, and I had to catch
Okay.
them before they all fell over. Those light bulbs are expensive.
All right. And this is all brought to you by
Sit TV, sit TV, sit TV.
Yeah. I love that shit right there. Y'all see what the title is tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What is the title, Dre? What are we talking about
Ooh.
first?
Oh, it's your fault. It's your fault. It is your
It's
fault.
your fault. Let me put that up in there real quick. Parents, it's
Where the hell did
your fault.
I pull up this last story I was looking at from Florida?
Okay, we're gonna talk about these irresponsible ass parents out here.
Do it, just allowing horrible shit to be done through their children.
Yeah. Hold on, let me pull my shit up here. In other words, uh, ladies and gentlemen, you will hear us talking about how you should whoop your kid's ass quite a bit tonight. Uh, so let's start off. Okay, Drake. Let's start off talking about this whole TikTok slap a teacher challenge because this kind of like
Oh
segues
yeah,
into
I was
what
hoping you got
we're
that.
talking about. Um,
Yeah,
it, to have a TikTok slap a teacher challenge in this
challenge.
day and age tells you how soft and punk ass y'all some punk ass parents. Like there was no type of shit like this back in my day when we were going to school. Like we wouldn't even think of no shit like this. Slap a teacher challenge. That
No,
we weren't that goddamn bold. Number one, I mean, we weren't no chumps, but we knew better than to slap a damn teacher because we already knew. We had the type of moms that was gonna beat the shit out of us
just even
because
talking about
a
doing
lot
something
of us
stupid
came
like
up
that.
in single parent households and mama had to be tough. That's back when mamas was tough. That's back when you got your ass with a belt buckle, a shoe, a stench cord. Let me see. One of you remember the phone?
But
You remember the phone, the little curly cord part to them old
you
phones?
talking about the
Like
phone cord?
the cord that could stretch all the way across the living room. Your mama will be walking all the
The
way across the living
phone
room.
cord?
Yeah, the phone cord. Yeah, but the curly phone cord.
The phone cord.
The Yeah. Well, it was shaped like a
Ain't no
pigtail.
fancy name.
Anyway, listen, my mama would take that motherfucker. Man, she beat me and my brother one night. She looked like she was fly fishing in that motherfucker, boy. She was just whipping that bitch. Listen, my mama was trained in child ass whipping. Yeah. There was
Well,
classes back in the day on
well,
how
hold
to
on.
whoop a child ass really, really
Before
good.
you have a flashback, the California state. I don't know why that sounds confusing. The state of California issued a warning to the many school districts, their board of educations, warning them about this slap a teacher challenge for TikTok. That shit made me laugh, but also at the same time pissed me off because why the fuck is this even a thing of discussion? I mean,
Exactly.
I know motherfuckers do horrible things for social media attention and clout, but there's no reason that parents today, with the smartphones that we have, even if you don't use TikTok, you still get news notifications on your phone.
Hmm.
Every parent should be pretty much aware of every trend that is going on out there that unfortunately is going to influence a young person, or some young adults to do dumb shit like this. It's bad enough teachers got to go through what they go through now. Now they have to deal with the fact that lax punishment at home or just complete
Exactly. Because
obliviousness in the household. Teachers got to come to school be prepared to throw hands with a child that wants to look good for 15 seconds of fame on social
yeah.
media. That doesn't make
I mean,
any sense. I mean,
I mean,
even
like, how
talking
are they that
crazy.
bold though?
I mean, when
What
I
type
was
of parent?
young, I
What
made
type
a
of
I
parent do
made a
you have to
comment
be
said that I was
to?
going to kick my teacher, and my mom heard it, and my mom slapped shit out of me. You don't do that in school. You don't threaten your teacher. I got the whole breakdown. You don't do dumb shit like that in school. You don't make threats about your teacher.
Mm.
You sure as
Your
don't make
mom was
threats
like,
about
"Nigga,
him.
you ain't gonna do. Don't you do shit that's gonna have the police come here to our house."
Don't
Like,
you do shit that's gonna have me leave work early to come to school to
yeah,
deal with that shit.
because she was
Because if you
coming
gotta come to
to
school, I'm
whoop
fucking
your
you up.
ass the whole way out of the school. But
Right.
these motherfuckers is bold, man. Like they break like that. That to me, that just goes to show what type of parents that they got at home. Like your kids is out doing slapping teacher challenges. Like
There's
what type
not
of
a
fucking
healthy
morals
dose of
they got?
fear at there's not a healthy dose of fear at home because some people be saying shit like your children shouldn't be afraid of you. And I'm speaking from observation
Shit.
because I don't have kids, but
Oh,
I've noticed that the parents that instill a healthy amount of
but see,
fear, not
I
just in
agree.
fearful of the parent, but fearful of fucking up in life as general, the kids
Yeah,
operate a little bit differently.
yeah.
Help having a healthy dose of fear in your life makes you a gives you a higher percentage of success and survival rate in the world because you're
It keeps
not
you from doing
being dumb.
stupid shit.
You're being aware of the possibility of bad shit can happen if you be reckless.
It it makes you think about the ass whipping that you gonna get from your mom or dad if you if you decide to do some dumb shit.
That same dose of fear also makes motherfuckers aware of, damn, if I continue to keep doing something like this or acting a certain kind of way, my ass
Mm.
might go to jail or
Well,
or worse or
well,
whatever. It's just that fear, that survival instinct, that fear state has to be instilled early at home from a parent.
hey, what Dre is saying, ladies and gentlemen, when he's talking about fear, to make a long story short, is it's not a fear like your fear is like your child is afraid to be around you. It's a fear of them knowing some shit is going to happen to them knowing that there's consequences. They know that they have an adult that they
Yes.
have to answer to when
That
they
will
do
hold them
some dumb
accountable
shit.
for fucking up.
You know, that fear. The that's what he's talking about when he say fear. But me
Your child not
nowadays, I
thank you
wish I was
for
one of
clearing that
these.
up.
I wish I was a teacher. I sure, yeah. I'd be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, slap me. Shit.
This shouldn't even be
Me,
a topic of conversation for this show. But it is. There's a real TikTok challenge. And the people that are watching, just pick it up, pick your phone up, go to Google and type
It's
in
crazy, man.
TikTok challenge, slap a teacher, and
Slap
it
a
will
teacher,
pop up.
faculty member challenge. Listen, if I was the principal of the school
I'll be handing out
and
boxing
I
gloves
heard
to
about it,
teachers.
I come on and I make an announcement and be like, attention everyone. This is Mr. Russell. Now the school has become aware that there is a TikTok slap a teacher challenge going on. And I just want all my students to know that for any of you that try this challenge, I just want to let you know that the police will not be called. your parents will not be called. This this will be an in-house incident. Meaning, if you're man enough to slap a teacher, you're man enough to take this ass whipping behind it. Because, in other
Right.
words,
We gon' whoop your motherfucking ass.
in other words,
You gon' get fucked up.
yes. Thank
I
you.
mean,
And for today's lunch, we will be having spaghetti and chocolate milk.
I don't know how the fuck that ever went together in the school. That was just you give a kid a pile of greasy ass spaghetti and then chocolate milk to chug it down with. That didn't make no sense.
That's what my hey look. We had spaghetti, chocolate milk. Hey, making
Well,
my school. I went
slapper,
to a country school, but yeah, man, this whole slapper teacher
and this
shit,
is
man,
just and this is
like
the tip of the
totally
iceberg.
disrespectful for real. If I
This-
feel
this-
for any teacher that gets slapped, you have every right to turn around and beat the shit out of it. You
I'm talking.
will be a stupid ass teacher if you do not turn around and whoop that student's ass who slapped you. They got it on camera.
I mean, you got to
Because
go
that's
off
part
like
of the
riding
challenge.
on
Part of the challenge is they're getting it on camera. You just got
Yes.
slapped in front of 50,000 people. You need to clap back, teacher. Do you hear me,
Yes.
teacher? Now, I know that the majority of the white teachers, like now they might not strike back.
I don't know. Teachers do not get paid the amount of money they should be paid for the bullshit that they have to put up with, not only from the fucking raggedy ass student body of children, but also the bullshit from the parents, the fucked up school administration, and most of the goddamn principals ain't shit anyway. Make the jobs even harder. So you can't exclude the white teachers out of this because we've all seen what happens when white teachers get pushed all the way over the edge. They end up on CNN national news for locking the doors and doing something incredibly wrong and horrible.
Yeah.
So let this be a lesson. Spread the word. This slap a teacher TikTok challenge might result into an active shooter situation that I'm going to be watching on fucking Fox News. Because somebody's teacher then got pushed way over the edge. And they decided, you know what? I'm going to the truck and get that gun that I forgot to take home. And I'm going to handle this problem with these people's fucked up children. It's fucked up.
If I was a teacher, I might be performing a slap a goddamn student challenge. Badass motherfucking kids. Like, nigga, come here.
But this is just the tip of this is the tip of the iceberg. We found the slap a teacher challenge, getting everything together for the show, and then I wanted some more examples of this shit, the rowdiness and wildness of kids. So I decided to type in this week in the news in Florida, 2021 incidents involving minors.
Anything in about Florida, you will see the wildest shit that you ever read in your life come up, like straight up.
Which one do you want to pull up? Because I'm thinking about pulling up. Okay, I'm gonna do the
I'm gonna
12.
show you what I got up right now. Florida deputies. Hold on, let me put it up here. There you go. On it's
okay. Yep.
Florida deputies shoot 14-year-old girl who pointed gun at them. The sheriff says. But as I read into the story, these little motherfuckers was wilding.
Yes.
I mean, wow. Hold on. Let me go to the story, ladies and gentlemen. Oh shit. Hold on. Well, Dre, you'll have to pull it up. You have to pull it up and read it. I'm in.
Okay. What stories is the 12 and the 14-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, two foster children and Volusia, Florida. Wow. Volusia County, Florida. I'm probably fucking it up. Two foster children broke into a Volusia County home Tuesday night, then used guns they found inside the residence including an AK-47, to repeatedly fire at deputies for almost 30 minutes, according to the sheriff officials.
Hold on. These motherfuckers had a 30-minute standoff.
With
Hold on,
sheriff deputies.
I didn't get that far in the story. I read a little bit, but they had a 30-minute
Yeah, I've read it
standoff.
twice.
They had a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old had a half-hour standoff with police.
Yes, and they have both been charged as adults. They face felony charges of attempted first-degree murder of law enforcement officials.
Wait a minute.
And armed burglary.
They charging a 12-year-old as an adult?
And the 14-year-old as an adult.
I can see the
attempted
14-year-old, but
first-degree
they're charging a 12-year-old as an adult?
Both of them.
Do you think? Oh, wait a minute. Are these white kids or black kids?
They're white kids.
They're white kids?
That's one of the reasons why they survived. You know, because if it was two black kids in a 30-minute standoff with deputies, it wouldn't have been 30 minutes.
Yeah,
it would have been a SWAT called in, door kicked in, and they would have been shot about 30 goddamn times.
They would have threw Molotov cocktails through the window. They down in Florida. Florida cops nasty. They throw Molotov cocktails through your windows and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of them counties poor as shit. They ain't got proper equipment. So them motherfuckers is down making Molotovs. And yeah. Anywho.
Okay, so they had two AK-47s, a combat, a pump action shotgun that's commonly used by law enforcement officials, two handguns, and over 200 rounds of ammunition of various sizes. No, it's not an old story. It just happened in August, but it just made news circuit.
I don't mean to stop you. My question is, where does a 12-year-old and a 14-year-old learn to handle an AK-47?
Have you seen the video games that are being played with?
Like, but AK-47 got some heavy recoil to it, bro. You know, a shotgun has got some recoil. I mean, and they had a standoff with police. Wow, these some tough ass fucking kids.
Okay, so it happened.
Well,
okay, the kids. Okay, wait. There's more to the story. So the kids ran away in June. The kids ran away in June from their foster care. They ran away in June. The police have been looking for the kids. You know, there was, find the kids. Well, anyway, come July, end of July, they started getting desperate, doing breaking and entering. August, they broke into a house and came across firearms. The person that owned the house wasn't home. But yeah, they took the guns and decided to they had enough, and
they're like, yo, we ain't going back to the group home. We ain't going back to the foster home. Yo, we ain't going back. Yo, they was on some real
they're back. Well, they're back in the news. They're back in the news because apparently they're part of there's a surge of foster care kids running away in Florida, and kids running away from home, banding together, doing breaking and entering, assault and battery, and felony level crimes and shit.
Foster homes is raggedy as shit down in Florida, man. They like, man, we better off in the streets out in this bitch. Like the fuck.
I mean, if anybody's been to Dade County, then there was what was the story about in August, the toddler who found the firearm, the handgun, in her mother's bedroom and shot and killed her mom while she was on a Zoom call. The mom did not secure the gun.
Wait a minute. How old was the girl?
The mom was 28. They listed the child as a toddler.
The child was they don't say the child's age, they just say a toddler.
A toddler, and I mean, that could be anywhere from the ages of 3 to 5, depending on the definition of how some people use toddler. But she didn't secure the handgun.
Well, I mean, that ain't his fault. He thought it was a Nerf gun.
Yeah, she didn't secure the handgun well enough while she was doing a Zoom phone call for work, and the child went and took it out the door.
He thought it was a Nerf gun. He was like, "Mommy,"
and shot the mother in the back of the head while she was on a phone call with her coworker. officers. Killed her.
Secure your fucking guns, people. Like, you
Yeah.
ain't had no fucking gun lock on the trigger, like nothing. Like, and obviously you had it somewhere where it was easy access to the child.
Well,
I'm
here's
sorry.
another one.
I feel it's that's bad what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate what happened, but come on. You got kids running around. Secure your guns, ladies and gentlemen. That's put your shit in the safe, get a fucking gun lock,
Well,
trigger
here's
lock.
two more examples. In February, 25-year-old mother of 5 in North Carolina was killed after her child went into her purse looking for candy, found her mom's small handgun that she takes with her when she goes out, and shot her mother in the face. Another woman,
Wait a minute. They ain't had
an
the
8 month
safety on
old
that motherfucker.
an 8-month-old boy in Houston died after his 3-year-old brother found and fired his father's unsecured gun. The numbers on this are there have been at least 2,290 unintentional shootings by children since 2015, including 848 deaths, according to the gun control advocacy group Every Town for Gun Safety. There were at least 369 unintentional shootings by young people last year, with 142 deaths. This year, there have been 220 unintentional shootings involving minors, including 83 deaths.
Secure your fucking guns, people.
Yeah.
Straight up. I mean, don't get me wrong. Teach your kids how to shoot. Teach your kids how to shoot, but secure your fucking guns. It's unfortunate, but
No one should be
ladies
able to
and
break.
gentlemen, that's just what happens when you don't secure your firearm. You gotta make sure because kids see guns, they see guns in videos, they see guns, in all sorts of video clips, images on TV, they see guns, they run around the house playing with guns, little Nerf guns and stuff like that. So what you think they're gonna do when they find a real fucking gun? They're like, oh shit, it's heavy, it's metal. There, oh, they're gonna
It,
shoot it.
it's at a point now. It's at a point now where I remember one time we did a show. We were talking about how parents, adults are like massively at fault when kids fuck up, and a lot of people push back on that. And it was one of those arguments that I left
Fuck them
alone.
parents.
I don't like arguing with people.
You know what I think about that, Dre? I think parents whom kids do stupid shit, who kids commit crimes, I think the parents should be held responsible for some of the crimes that their kids commit
I do.
up until a certain age.
And also
Up until a
I
certain age.
believe that should be a thing, but there's got to be proper investigation, like to hold a parent 100% accountable for a fuck up by their child. A proper investigation has to be done, because if you're gonna punish someone,
Listen,
you got to fucking dot all your I's and cross your T's.
if proper discipline is applied to those children, then I'm pretty sure there would be a lot less bullshit going on. I mean, because I look at me and my sons. My sons know I'll fuck them up. I mean, I ain't no child abuser or nothing like that, but my kids are straight. Why? Because I fucking discipline. They know that there's a consequence when you mess up. Now, I'm not saying that when they get older and they get out of the house that they're not capable of doing some dumb shit. Of course they are. Of
Yeah,
course.
but at
There's
that point,
nothing
they
now,
are
there's nothing
aware
that you
of.
can do about that when they get grown. If they
Yeah,
decide to do some old stupid ass shit that fucks their life up, that alters the path
they
of
are
their
on
fucking
their
life,
own
then
because they're
that's
adults.
their choice. You know what I'm saying? But as
Yeah,
long as you know that you did what you were supposed to do as an adult, you you provided a roof over their head. You know what I'm saying? You made sure they made it you know what I'm saying, through school. You did everything that you did as a parent. You got them right. You kept them out of trouble, etc., etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
And they just happen to do some stupid shit when they get out there on their own, then of course that's not your fault. But while they're in your care, while they're in your house, you should
At
be able
least
to control
90% of it
your
is your
fucking
fault.
child. There's
Yes.
no excuse for not being able to control your fucking child if they're living in your goddamn house. That's just y'all soft ass weak ass parents. That's just what it is.
It's an indisputable form of universal math that as the person who helped contribute to the life creating and feeding and sheltering and clothing and whatnot, there's no reason that you, essentially the end all and be all of decision making for your offspring up to the age of I'm moving the fuck out and I can legally vote and join the military, and then 3 years down the line I can buy alcohol. In between those points, that person who lives with you, you respect them, you engage your child. This is advice that I've seen that I'm offering, and it's based off my observation. You engage a child with a sense of respect, but you don't overly go over bounds and develop too many. I've seen people go too far and try to want to be more of a friend and a safety net than a disciplinarian whose sole purpose is to ensure that when this individual or individuals, for those of y'all that don't like to use contraceptives and birth control and multiply, when they leave your house,
Have kids.
yes, when they leave your house, that is when all the life lessons you've instilled in them are supposed to kick in. That survival instinct, what I was talking about earlier, that sense of fear that you instilled in them is supposed to kick in the moment that they decide that they want to be on their own. But in the meantime, they living with you, as Farrell just said, he fucks his kids up to the point that they learn and know the lesson. They know the lesson. They know the lesson, so they actively work against their kid ignorant instinct to do shit that's gonna piss him off, and they get fucked up.
Shit. I beat my kids for shit that they done got away with. Yeah, I beat them for future shit that they're going to get away with. I'm like, this is for some shit that you gonna get away with in the future. Because I know you little slick motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm just breaking.
I don't know if you should have shared. I don't know if you should have shared that with everybody. that you sitting around like Miss Cleo and was like, I see you fucking up in 2 weeks.
What?
I'm gonna get you now.
What? Come on, man.
But essentially, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you agree with whooping your kids' ass, let me hear you clap your hands. Yeah.
Because whooping ass prevents people from raising little future criminals. Scaring the shit out of a small kid in a healthy manner. It's like when you see a kid fucking with a light socket. You have two options: run over there, or you can understand that there's a brake tripper in the house, and it won't necessarily kill the child, but it'll scare the shit out of them, and they won't do that again.
Yo, listen, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm about to talk to Dre about is not rehearsed. What you just said is crazy about a child sticking something in a fucking socket. That shit happened to me one time. I seen a little girl get ready to stick some shit in a socket. I was in a barbershop. I was working in a barbershop. And there was a lady there. I ain't gonna say her name. There was a lady there that did hair there. And she had her daughter there, to make a long story short. And her daughter was about to stick some shit into the damn socket and I'm scared. I'm like, oh shit. Like I'm caught in the middle, like, damn, do I want and I'm like, hey, and I smacked her hand away. I smacked her hand away, like, hey, don't do that. So she gets to crying. And she go run and tell her mom. Her mom come hollering, arguing, fussing at me, cussing at me and shit. And I'm like, oh, I'm trying to like, hold, let me explain to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, calm down. I'm like, listen. So I allowed to, I was like, look, your daughter was about to die. She was like, what? I was like, your daughter was about to kill herself. She was about to stick something in that damn socket, and I smacked her hands away. That's why she crying. Should I let her kill herself?
She wasn't gonna die.
Well, her mama wasn't that cute anyway.
She wasn't gonna die. The chances nowadays, back in the day, back in the day, the 50s and the 60s, putting something in a goddamn outlet was tantamount to getting the electric chair.
Run through her ass. She was gonna die.
There wasn't a whole lot of safety features in place. Both you and I have done electrical wiring before. Yeah. That's the equivalent of it. That quick jolt and shock you get when you fuck around.
I'm just
it would have scared the shit out the baby, made her pee on herself. But she wouldn't have died. But that lesson would have stuck with her. But
it scared me though, because I'm,
you're a sensible adult and you see a child about to doing something dangerous, you intervene. I kind of got few fucks to give about that, and I move slowly when I see someone's child doing dumb shit. If I know the survival rate is higher than death, I don't really respond as fast. Now, if I know imminent death is coming, I guess to move in at the appropriate pace. That's the whole thing. That is the type of fear.
So what you're saying is
if the numbers work against them that they might die, I'll move fast. The
mortality rate isn't that high, and whatever they're doing, you're gonna let them do it.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right.
It's all about the whole thing.
I got
parents
you.
repeating.
I got you. You
parents repeating themselves over and over again, telling a young child, a fucking preteen, a teenager, constant information. Don't do this; it will hurt you. Don't do that; it will harm you. Don't do that because it can impact your life in a negative way.
What the fuck you tell them?
And they don't absorb it.
Since y'all kids always want to do the opposite of what y'all tell them to do the shit. Be like, hey, stick your hand in that fire. Like, hey, take that knife and stick it through your hand. Or just tell them to do the wrong thing, and then they won't do the wrong thing. Kids are fucking rebellious as shit. Oh, and ladies, black ladies, the next upcoming show, one of the next upcoming shows is it is your responsibility to tell your black sons that it is extremely important that they be with a black woman and a black woman only.
I have no horse in this race, and I'm gonna sit back and just watch what happens.
Would you come on, man?
Look, you know me. You know me. I'm all for the black people, but I'm also a fucking learned individual of science, and the only way to get where we need to be, sometimes we got to end up.
Is it because you used to have sex with white people, Dre?
No,
I used to have sex with white women.
You make it sound like we're in an AA meeting and we're admitting that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, because you're sitting out. I think you're sitting out because it's because I said because it's involving white people.
Oh no! I just like to sit back and watch you. I just like to sit back and watch the shit show that you put on when you be triggering the shit out of black women and they come at your throat. That's why I don't have a horse in the race, mainly.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
I just like to kick back and just watch you just pissing into the wind, talking to them. It's a good show for me too.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is
I love it.
Our time tonight. So the morals of the story is
fuck your kids up so they don't turn into murderous criminals.
Every now and then, whoop your kids' ass for nothing every now and then for shit that they're gonna do in the future because they're gonna do all types of shit behind your back that you're never going to catch them doing. So knowing that, just pop them in the head every now and then when they walk by you. What was that for? For some shit that you got away with.
Right.
Uh, and also keep your pet spaded or neutered.
That's actually really important. I'm tired of seeing feral fucking cats. Like, I'm at the point now where I'm about to put in some work on these goddamn cats. They are giving my dog a hard time, and I don't like it.
I sent my boys outside with the slingshots. I sent
My dog is
Junior out
too
there.
goddamn. This nigga's too friendly. He looked like he would hurt a cat, but his whole game is like, oh shit, something to play with. And a lot of these cats out, this motherfucker about the size of small children, and they don't play.
God damn.
I know they eating them Baltimore rats.
Yeah, Baltimore rats the size of cats. Y'all rats, I don't know what the fuck they eating. They eating all y'all trash. I don't know how y'all streets so trashy. The rats eat the shit.
What?
What the fuck is the
Yeah,
rat?
I live in.
Y'all rats look like they eat other rats.
I mean, some rats do eat other rats, but be that as it may, yeah.
Anyway, ladies
Next
and
show.
gentlemen, that's our show for tonight. For those that
Oh,
tuned in,
next week's show, we're starting a new little segment. We're gonna squeeze it in there, called The Rant, where we take 30 seconds apiece and we go off about legit shit to go off about. And it might be about some shit that you do or the person that we're talking about. So please get in your feelings and get in the comments because that means you're watching. Thank you.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all done heard it here first, man. I'm your boy Pharaoh Azar,
I'm your co-host, Scott.
and y'all stay tuned because we stay talking shit.
A lot of shit. T-shirts on sale.
My fault. Say what you was gonna say.
T-shirts on sale.
Yeah.